Hey, Daryl here, and this is my daily devotional. Jerusalem is an exceedingly interesting piece of real estate. It's built on a hill, Mount Zion. It's where Isaac was taken by his father Abraham to be the sacrifice. And there in the thicket, the substitute ram was given. Jerusalem actually means peace. It comes from shalom, peace, Salem, peace. But it was actually named by pagans. And it wasn't until we come to the 5th chapter of the book of 2 Samuel that we see David finally taking this and building a capital city there. Now, David was raised in Bethlehem, which is only 5 or 6 miles away from Jerusalem. So he would have been familiar as he tended his father's sheep. He would have been familiar with this geographically. But the Jebusites were the ones who actually occupied this real estate. Now, Israel has finally come together and named David as king. And so here we see the move of David taking Israel into Jerusalem. 2 Samuel chapter 5, beginning in verse 6. The king and his men marched to Jerusalem to attack the Jebusites who lived there. The Jebusites said to David, "You will not get in here. Even the blind and the lame can ward you off." It's on a hill. And when you're conquering a city on a hill, it is exceedingly difficult for the conquering ones to ascend the hill and defeat the ones defending the hill. That's a very strategic battle plan. You want the hill. Nevertheless, David captured the fortress of Zion, the city of David. How did he do it? Here we go. On that day, David said, "Anyone who conquers the Jebusites will have to use the water shaft to reach those lame and blind," because he was told, even the lame and the blind can ward you off. He said, well, we're going to use the water shaft that we can find and take over even the lame and the blind. This was David's enemy. That is why they say the blind and the lame will not enter the palace. David took up residence in the fortress and called it the City of David. He built up the area around it from the supporting terraces inward, and he became more and more powerful because the Lord God Almighty was with him. Now they came and they built a palace for him to live on the hill of Zion in Jerusalem, the city of David, as it is now even known. But I want you to know it wasn't until Solomon came along in the next generation before the temple of God was built. So, Jerusalem. Man, if you ever have the opportunity to visit there, I would highly encourage it. It is a beautiful city filled with history. I loved my experience there, though it's now been almost 25 years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I pray for the opportunity to return. God bless you. Good day.